Hello, my name is Latika, and I help working millennial moms get promoted so they can achieve success while having a balanced lifestyle. Basically, I help them manage life, build their career, and become a better version of themselves. And today, I want to welcome you to our YouTube channel. And if this is your first time, thank you for joining. And be so kind to subscribe and like this video so you can be notified of new videos that are uploaded each week. Today, while we are recognizing National Career Development Month, I want to talk about the relationship with your supervisor. Your relationship with your supervisor. It is so important that we have a relationship. Now, granted, if you're like me, you have supervisors that may not know what they're doing, but it's so important that you have a relationship with them, a respectful relationship, mutual respectful relationship with your supervisor. Three things I want to share with you today. The first is anticipate your boss's needs. So this comes with learning your boss, learning their work ethics, learning what their style is, and understanding that if they ask you to, research or do a certain thing, that they may also want you to not only research but analyze that research, have a report for that research. Really anticipate what your boss needs. They may not always know how to articulate what they need because sometimes they don't know. But you, as the subject matter expert, you anticipate what your boss needs when they give you a task. Make sure, and it's not rubber nosing or being an overachiever, but you're anticipating your boss's needs so that there is no back and forth of Samantha, I need you to do X, Y, and Z, and then you do that, and then they come back, well, I like this, but I need you to do this, and this too. So really sit down, and that comes with knowing your boss, knowing what they need, knowing what they like, so that you can anticipate their needs. The second thing is proactively communicate with your boss. Proactively communicate with your boss. So one thing that I absolutely love to do, well, I'm an extrovert, so I communicate a lot, but make sure that when you are having conversations with your boss, for instance, I'm on a different level than my boss, so I don't see him every single day, but proactively I'll go up to check in, or send an email to check in, or a call to check in. Maybe you are teleworking, maybe you're working at a different location. Check in with your supervisor. Hey, this is what I'm doing. One thing that I also did was weekly action reports. So every week I gave my supervisor a report of what I did for the week. So there is no question of what I did or what I didn't do for the week. And that has really helped to just make things better. Really make things better. My boss knows what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. There's a level of accountability. And honestly, it helps for in the future when it's time for you to have those frank conversations about promotion or getting another job. You have your evidence there of all the things that you've done. You've built this relationship with your boss. You've already exceeded what your boss's needs are because you anticipated what his or her needs were and you accomplished it. So you have your platform set already for you, or your justification set for you to receive that promotion, whether it be to a new position, whether it be monetary promotion, whatever it may be. You already have that justification. And the third thing is to gain trust with your supervisor. Gain trust with your supervisor. It's so important, and this goes back to the communication with your supervisor, Gaining that trust is letting your supervisor know, I'm going to be late. Instead of showing up 15 minutes or 20 minutes late to work, have that, be frank with your supervisor. Hey, my kids overslept and I had to take them to school today, so I'm 20 minutes late. Or, one thing that I had to do is my tire became flat in my car. And this is the car that I commute with. And so my husband had to take the tire to the shop to go get a replacement, and then he had to wait a day to get the replacement tire, and then he had to put the tire on. It was just a mess. So I took my husband's car to work Monday, and then Tuesday I stayed home, and then Wednesday so my husband got the replacement tire Tuesday evening. So he put it on Wednesday morning, and I'm like, hey, supervisor, this is the situation, and I'm going to be late. So I'm going to show up at 12 o'clock today. And I was just very frank, very honest with him about that situation. But I'm very honest with him, period. And it's been like that with all of my supervisors. I've been very open because I want my supervisor to trust me, and I also want my supervisor to respect me. So when I say something, it is gold. When I say something, they know that they can trust my word. They know that I am where I say I am. I'm doing what I say I am doing. And that is just based on the communication, anticipating my supervisor's needs, making sure that they can see me doing what it is that I'm saying I'm doing, or where I am where I'm saying I am. So it's very important that you have that you gain that trust with your supervisor. And again, that's the mutual respect, because and granted, not everyone has a great supervisor, because I've had supervisors that have been horrible. Supervisors that have told me who I am and who I'm not, and told me that I need to leave my personal things at home, which meant my kids. So if kids were sick or whatever, that is my problem. That's not my supervisor's problem. I've had so many things, and I'm sure you have too, said things, just bad things said to you. But when you've built this relationship with your supervisor, whether they're a good leader or not, the mutual respect is there. But it helps you in the long run when it's time for that annual conversation about your performance, your goals, promotion, trying to get on a committee. It's just so much easier having those conversations with your supervisor when you've already built a relationship, a respectful relationship, a trusting relationship. You go above and beyond by making sure your supervisor has what they need and not what they want. And what I mean by that is they want X, Y, and Z. They may want you to do this one task, but you do this one task plus 2 other tasks because you know this is what they need to complement what they want. I hope that makes sense. But it's so important that you have this relationship with your supervisor. It's so important. And again, I know that not every supervisor has the leadership or the personable skills to be in a management position. But that's where you boss up. That's where you boss up. That's where you boss up. And you build that relationship. You have the respect. And I know it's hard. Granted, I have been in this situation, several situations where it's hard. And you hate going to that job because of the supervisor. But you show the respect, because at the end of the day, there are people watching you, leadership watching you, colleagues watching you. And because of the respect that you show to your supervisor, that is going to take you a long way. That is honestly, we all know that the first commandment is to give love, is to show love, and Christ said, you show love, to others. People will know that you are my disciples. People will know that you are my people. So you showing that love, you showing that respect, everyone is around you seeing that, and that's going to bless you. God is definitely going to bless you because of their love, their respect that you are showing, even though you may not be getting it in return. So I want to thank you for just watching this video today. I really hope that it encourages you to have a mutual respectful relationship with your supervisor. And again, 3 things were to anticipate your boss's needs, proactively communicate with your boss, and then gain trust with your supervisor to really have that mutually respectful relationship with him or her. Because one day you're going to be somebody's boss. Well, until next time, take care. And if you want to have a further discussion on how you can possibly have this relationship with your boss, feel free to click the link in the description box to book a call with me where we can talk about how you can have this relationship. Well, until next time, take care and many career blessings to you. Bye-bye.